What's up, everybody? You are now watching Tucson Taboo and Underground. I'm your host, Kat Cassidy, and today in the studio we have local legendary mixed media artist, Thoai Thomas. Alright, so thanks for coming down.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Okay, the first question I wanted to know about you was what got you started in art? And what was your first medium?
You know, I started drawing when I was 5 years old, and it really started out with me having a pencil and paper, and my parents used to buy a lot of t-shirts of Mickey Mouse and things like that. And so what I would do is I would just sit down and just copy Mickey Mouse over and over and over and over again, and I was totally obsessed with the idea of being able to create something out of nothing. And so that obsession kind of just continued on, and through my young adolescence I started drawing people, and from there that's what got me started. So
what inspires most of your artwork, then and today?
Fashion inspires me, music inspires me. I have a brother who's a musician, and my family is really all about creativity. And my mom, growing up, she was a singer. She used to draw too when I was little, and I think I learned a lot from her. Both my mom and dad were immigrants from Vietnam, and so there was a lot of struggle in our past, and I think that's probably part of the reason why we sort of had this outlet. We needed this outlet. Me and my brother were always listening to music, or watching movies and getting inspiration, and I would be drawing, and so I mean, growing up I was always told that I could never really do anything with art, but as I got older I found out that the generation that we live in right now, it's all about visual, graphic design and things like that. So I mean, it's just been a really great journey to figure out who I am as an artist and what I like, and I'm continuing on, and it's exciting. So.
Where do you show your artwork here in Tucson?
I've shown at Plush with an organization called Raw Artists. They're a nationwide organization, and they contacted me, and that was the first show that I've ever showed at. It was a great experience for me. I met a lot of local artists in Tucson, and it was great. There's a lot of talented people there. It was a great social environment, networking, meeting a lot of really amazing people. Yeah, and then I've also have a gallery that is going on right now at Mr. Head's on 4th Avenue. Yeah.
How long is that going for?
That one's gonna be until October 14th. Yeah, so I mean,
check that out.
Yeah, I'm really fortunate to have made the connections that I have, and really nice people that are just so loving and caring, and so I'm just really grateful. Yeah.
How many pieces are being shown at Mr. Head?
They chose out 6 of my pieces. I had a collection of 12 pieces that I kind of introduced in the Raw Artist show at Plush, and it's kind of my 2012 summer collection of 12 pieces of charcoal / mixed media pieces that I've been working on in the last 2 years. So,
do you have a favorite local art gallery?
I really love the galleries on 4th Avenue. I feel like that's the heart of Tucson. I feel like that's what is really what evolves as far as the art community in Tucson. A lot of young local artists will be showcasing at places like Mr. Head's, at Flux Gallery, things like that. So musicians that play in those venues are fantastic. So I mean, I would say that probably the galleries on 4th Avenue. Do
you have a favorite artist that you follow, or I mean even a local artist maybe?
As far as local artists, I have a friend, her name's Yu Shiratori. She's a local fashion designer in Tucson. I'm a huge fan of her stuff. My brother is in a band called Orange Kids, and they've been playing in different venues around Tucson, like The Rock, and they played at Plush, The Hut.
What style of music is that?
It's kind of really anthemic, ambient, rock pop music, yeah. And they're coming out with their debut album pretty soon, in the next month. So their music is so beautiful, and it's so inspiring. I mean, you know, he's my brother, and like we're kind of going on this journey together, and you know, we go back and forth, and I'm designing things for their band and stuff like that, and so it's just amazing. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. It's like it pays to have an artist in the family.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, for
That's
sure.
cool. So you're designing their album artwork?
I'm doing some of their album artwork, but we've been kind of collaborating on, I've been like assisting like my other friend Claire, who's a photographer, and like taking photos of them, and just, you know, I mean, it's like really, I mean, because he's my brother, I'm able to kind of see like the stages that they've gone through in the last couple of years in creating their music, and it's just mind-blowing stuff, like from lyric all the way to sonically driven music, and then, you know, the rehearsals and everything, and getting the record together. So,
what do you think of our Tucson art community?
To be honest with you, I grew up in Tucson, and I never ever in a million years thought that Tucson had such a huge art community, and it was a pleasant surprise, really. I mean, I grew up on the northwest side of Tucson, and so that place is just really like dead, like there's just like nothing there. But you know, growing up and getting closer to the heart of Tucson and downtown, and then, you know, our generation getting older, and all the kids, you know, in Tucson, like filling up the whole, you know, the whole place with artwork and stuff. It's amazing. It really is. And we all, you know, when you make these connections with these people that are around, you know, your age, and they're doing the things that you're doing, you know, and they're trying to get themselves out there, it's so inspiring, you know, and I love Tucson for that. I love that we help each other out. I love that when somebody's doing a project, you know, there's these, you know, photographers, you know, makeup, fashion, artists, you know, all of the events that go on in Tucson are very much like eclectic events. It's not just one medium. It's like, it's fashion, it's visual arts, you know, it's music, huge, you know, it's all these things. And I think that really kind of circumferences what Tucson's all about. It's really a mix, like a melting pot of like artists, you know.
Yeah.
So.
From what I see, what I love about it is that so many artists are so willing to help each other out and it's not about money. A lot of us do it just for the love of art, and we do it, and the rewards is just spreading the word.
Yeah, and I think that's what I get from Tucson too, is that it's not about money, it's about the passion for creating and the passion for art, you know, and that's what's most important to me. That's what drives me, you know, and so, I don't know, I feel like I'm in the right spot. I'm in the right place, so, yeah.
Alright, so tell all the viewers at home something really random or interesting or about you.
I really, really, really love
like their fetish?
Like everything there. I love the smell of I love it, the feel of I don't know.
God. Anyone watching this right now that's on my YouTube show knows that I'm a like addict, so this is really funny.
Yeah, so
I have people commenting my stuff, like, it's weird that you smell all your stuff. I'm like, this smells like,
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty proud of it too, so, yeah.
So we're not freaks.
Right.
Alright, so we're gonna take a look at some of his pieces right now, so come with us. So tell me a little bit about this piece here, because you said before that it was like a defining moment in your artwork, so tell us a little bit about this one.
This one kind of started out, this actually was the one that started out this entire collection, and it really allowed me to figure out what my process was. It started out with a photograph that I took of myself, and so the next step that I was experimenting was I would just traditionally charcoal draw it. So like all of these images here, I have all of the original black and white traditional charcoal drawings that I archived in a really safe place. But from there, what I did was I photographed the image of the charcoal drawing, and I uploaded it and digitally superimposed the color composition on top of that to elevate it even higher. And so it was like a three-step process. It was photograph, charcoal drawing, and then digitally rendering color composition.
And when you are doing the digital, like, what is your process there?
I was just looking through my programs, and I just use like Microsoft Paint, which is like a really basic program, right, that everybody has. But what I do is I just multiply the images in these different color hues, and then I use each image as my color palette. So each one would be a color, and I would just like paint. It's almost like I was just painting on top of it, and you get those stark kind of like movements that kind of mimic what it would be like for, you know, with my hand and charcoal. And I loved it, and it became this
like your style.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean it really did, and it's this whole collection. You can see like the kind of like that all revolves around that first piece. So this is my friend Claire. That one I was playing a lot with like the composition of her body, because you can see like it's kind of like an X shape, almost like a Z kind of. And so from, you know, she has a very like beautiful, curvy, like vivacious body, you know, and her hair was just like everywhere, and so like I wanted to kind of accentuate that like sexy kind of like movement that she was doing with the color.
Yeah, and the colors were like feminine.
Yeah, I really love vibrant, like kind of like almost neon colors. I really feel like that's what's going on right now in the fashion world, and I'm very much inspired by contemporary fashion and like futuristic fashion. And so a lot of the colors that I use are very like bright and brilliant and like really awesome colors. I really love geometric lines, and I really love organic lines too. And I love mixing those two things together. I'm like really obsessed with balance in my work, and so whenever I see something that's off balance, like I don't even understand it, I just go through it, and then when it's done, it's done. When I'm finished, I kind of step back, and I almost like don't believe that I actually produced this, you know. It's like I have this like disconnect. And it's really emotional, you know. Like there's many moments where I'll just sit back and like just like cry, just because I'll be like, wow, you know, like this is amazing, because it's just so powerful, you know. It's like I feel like I'm learning about myself, and yeah. But it's all in good fun though. I mean, I like to drink a lot when I draw, so.
Life of an artist.
Yeah.
Just real quick, tell everybody like if you have any events coming up that we can know about and go check out your stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a free show that's coming up downtown at the 4th Avenue underpass. It's going to be a collaboration with a whole bunch of other local artists and musicians, and what they're going to do is they're kind of like guerrilla style like pop-up show. It's on September 27th, and they're going to be showcasing a lot of like different mediums of artwork on the walls, and then there's going to be musicians playing acoustic, and that's on September 27th, and you can just go there and check it out. You know, there's no money involved, it's free of charge, and just have a really good time. So.
Now, if anybody wanted to book you for a show or get in contact with you, where do we go?
You can contact me through my fan page on Facebook. It's facebook.com/Thoai Thomas.
And how do you spell that?
That's Thoai and Thomas Thomas.
Alright, thank you everybody for watching tonight's episode of Tucson Taboo and Underground. Thoai Thomas, definitely somebody to watch out for, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
I really, really, really love leather.
I like it in the front.
I love the smell of leather.
Oh wait, I don't know what I'm gonna say. Wait, hold on.
Leather.
I love it, the feel of leather.
You ever watch Explain Me with Leather?
Oh my god!